welcome to today's tutorial on Economy plugin. This plugin is featured in Server Maker for MCPE. Let's get started. So today we're going to go over the few basic commands of the plugin. Now, in order to get this going, the first thing you're most likely going to want to do when somebody joins up or you guys get this going is, you're going to want to get somebody a job. So in order for them to, actually earn money, you're going to want them to pretty much go in here and they're going to do job. Yeah, but actually, if they don't know what they're doing, you can tell them to type job. And at that point, it'll give them this 4 different commands that you'll see: join, retire, list, and me. So with those 4 things, pretty much you can do anything with the jobs with those, 4 little words for the most part. So in order to get a job, what you're going to want to do though is job, and then do list. And then that's going to actually bring up an entire list of different jobs that you can, obviously go to. Now, there's 3 pages of that, so don't think it's just those tree cutters, the only one. How you're going to pull up the rest of them is job list, and then do page 2 or, page 3. But on page 2 here, it's going to show you've got the other option for, obviously, a tree cutter, a miner, and a tree planter. So those are the 3 jobs that you do get with this, this plugin. So in order to pick the job, simply just, obviously, pick one that you want. You want to do miner. So, well, that's the one I'm going to pick is miner. So you're going to do /, then you're going to do job, join, miner. Now, there's the 2 different kinds. You're going to see the 1-0 or the 4-0. Okay. That's going to be the different rate at, which stone you break. So if you if you do 1-0, that's going to be if you break stone. So every piece of stone that you break, you're going to get $5. Now, if you do cobblestone, which will be the 4-0, every time you do that, you'll get $3. So it just depends on how you want to set it up for the players. So really quick, we'll just do this. Now, you want to type it in exactly as you see it, for the fact that if you don't, it's not going to give you the value that you want. So as you see it right there, type that in, and then hit enter. And you'll see you've joined the job miner. So now I have a job, and I'm officially working. So say you decide one day you want to switch your job up and you don't know how to do it, so you just go in here, do job, retire, just like that. Okay, no space at the end, just like so, and then hit OK, and that'll actually quit the job for you. That way you can go ahead and reselect the new job that you want to do. Now, like with that, that's pretty much it for the jobs. That's obviously what you're going to want to get everybody started with as soon as they join the server. That way that they can start earning money. You don't have to give them stuff. Now, say you have it set up to where you want to give people X amount of dollars per, when they first join the server. So let's get into those little commands really quick. So to give a player money, the first thing you're going to want to do is / give money. And then you're going to want to do a player's name. So who do we even have in here with us? I'm not sure exactly. Here, we'll just do it for me then. So we'll do Snow, $100. Okay, so / give money, the player's name, which is me, and then the amount that you want to give them. You hit OK, and there you see is gave $100 to Snowdriven. So it's simple and easy, just to give somebody money that's off the server, so that wouldn't be coming out of anybody's, particular account of any sort. Now, say you go to a shop and you want to actually, purchase something, and they don't have sign shops or anything like that, so you actually have to pay the player, personally. So you'll do /pay or forward /pay, the name, and then the amount that you want to do as well. Now, it's not going to let me pay for the simple fact that I can't pay myself for the most part, but it's pretty much the same thing. Player not found. So now, they're not going to be able to do anything because it's me trying to pay myself. So that it's like a cheat almost in a way. So that's how you pretty much would pay somebody, to buy items. Now, if you're the admin or an op or, something like that, and you want to just directly take the money from a person, you can do / take money, player's name, and then the amount that you wanted as well. And when you click that, you'll see that it's taken $100 from my account now. Now, I didn't take the money from my account. The server has actually taken the money from the account. So nobody's actually profiting that. Nobody's putting it in their pocket or, actually gaining from it. So that's really simple, commands for those. Actually, there's one more we could actually show you too. So you want to check the status of your money. You just type in my money, and that'll actually bring up everything that you own, that you've so far collected on the server. So now that you have that and you've got that all established, let's get into making a sign shop. Most players want to go and just kind of buy things. They don't want to have to ask other players to do a transaction with them. Sometimes they may not trust them, or what's the case. So a lot of players do these sign shops. So in order to start that, you just want to get a sign. You're going to place it down. Now on the first line, you just type it in, shop, okay? Simple and easy, nothing to it. Now on the second line, you're going to want to put the value. So how much the item that you're selling is going to cost. So let's say $100. We like the number 100 today, apparently. Now this third line, you're going to want to find the item ID number. Each item in the game has its own identification number, so that so the game knows what is what and how to register, what block you're placing. So for example, say you want to use or get a diamond. Let's do the number 264. That is the item ID for a diamond, okay? So now that we have the item ID and the price, how many of these do we want to sell to the player for $100? So we're going to do one diamond for $100, okay? So it's pretty easy. There's not a lot to that. It looks pretty straightforward. So once you're done, you're going to exit out of that, and what it's going to do is it's going to put these little brackets on it, and now it's an official shop. If I wasn't in creative mode, I can actually tap on that, and it'll allow me to purchase from that shop sign, but in creative, they don't allow you to do that. So like I said, each item that you want to put on there, you're going to have to look it up. It's going to have its own individual number. Just make sure you find that and you put it in. Now some of them are going to be a little different setup with a couple like little extra numbers added behind them. That's just going to be the difference between, say, there's 6 pieces of wood. It's going to show you, 14.1 is going to be oak, 14.2 is going to be birch, and so forth and so forth. So just kind of get the idea of that, and then it really shouldn't be too much of an issue. Now, other shops that they have are sell shops. So say a player collects a bunch of cobblestone and they want to try to get rid of it and make a little extra money in the process. Well, you'd make one of these shops then. So the first line, you're going to go ahead and you're going to type sell. After that, we're going to do the amount again, how much, the value. So it's going to be $100. And then what item are we going to sell? We'll say, let's do wood, okay? We'll do oak. And then how many pieces? So we need to sell 32 pieces of oak for $100. So then you come over here. Now you sell amount 32 pieces of oak for $100. Now obviously I don't have the woods or I would do it, but you can see it makes the shop for you. So you have your sell shop here on the left, or your buy shop I should say, and then you have your sell shop to sell to make money over here on the right. Now with those, it's really, really easy to do. Like I said, the hardest part of that is just looking up the ID numbers, which really is not that hard either. So the final and last thing with this economy server that I've actually started was, and I like this feature that they've added, is an airport. Okay, so say you got a bunch of warps everywhere. Well, people can just type in warps and then they know what warps you have and they can just go wherever they want. Well, with an airport, it kind of limits them to how far and where they're allowed to go. So on the first line, you're just going to type in airport. Okay. Now on the second line, this is kind of an important thing. You have to do this on the first set of signs because each airport requires 2. So on the second line here, you're going to want to put arrival. All right. And then you're going to want to put a name. So let's just put mall. That's where we're at. So we'll take that out there. Now you'll see it'll actually put those brackets around just like it did on the sell shop and the other shop that we had to buy. And once it puts those brackets on there, it's officially an airport sign. Well, you can't do anything with it yet because you actually need the second part to activate it. So this is where you're going to arrive once you've activated the second sign. So we'll come out here. We'll glitch action. I like that. All right, let's do this here. And we'll put another sign. So then we'll do the same thing for the first line, airport. Okay, and then we're going to come down to the second one and we're going to want to do departure. Okay, so once you have that in there, now that's going to be like the second point of, okay, this is where we got to go. So from that point, now you're going to want to put a value. We'll say $10. It costs you $10 to travel. And we named the other one mall. So you want to make sure your names match the first sign that you put on there. And then when you're done, you just back out. And you'll see it put the little brackets around it again. So therefore, it's made it an official warp sign now. The departure costs $10 to the mall. So let's click on that and see what it does for us. All right, and there you go. Brings us right back into where we kind of started our little tutorial at on this. It's super simple, super easy. It's one of my favorite things actually with the economy plugin, just for the fact that you don't, like I said earlier, you don't have to have it like notified for people that actually use it. Once they come across a sign and they see it, they either have the money to pay to travel or they can't travel. So it's pretty cool if you want to set up servers that way. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial today, and I hope it was definitely helpful for you. If you guys liked it, definitely give a thumbs up down there and some comments down below. And the server IP and everything for this place will definitely be in the description as well. So see you guys in the next one. Later.